Have you ever wanted to increase your storage capacity by adding a camper bumper rack? Well, that's what I did. And if you'd like to check it out, come on. Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a work camper.
It's a household name.
This is a story about Jill and me. Our adventures, our travels, and a whole lot of work camper stuff. Now, if you're a work camper or dreaming to become a work camper, you should subscribe. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Last week, I talked about our new LED motion dusk to dawn porch light for our RV. Now, if you missed last week's story and you'd like to see it, I'll leave a link right up there. This week, I'm back in the shop. I'm trying to finish this bumper rack. I've been working on it for quite a while. I found it on the back side of the dumpster. Somebody threw it away, discarded it like it was trash. I found it and I thought, well, I could clean that thing up and I could make something useful out of it. Now, I was looking for a bumper rack for a while. I looked online. I thought they were too expensive and they really didn't suit my need. I want to put my generator on the back of my camper. That way, when I pull into some place and I need to make a little electricity, it's right there, ready to go. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm not even sure if it's a little bit too heavy, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I got this bumper rack, and I've been working on it for quite a while. I'm going to try to finish it up this weekend. Now, I went ahead and I stripped it all down, and then I put a nice coat of paint on it. Hold on. Before I put the paint on it, I put some petroleum jelly on it. It kills rust, stops the oxidation. I think it's really good stuff. I've used it before. Put that on, let it dry. Then I went ahead and I put a nice coat of paint on it. And then I stopped for a while because I needed some metal to extend it out so it would fit on the bumper and attach to the top the way I'd like it to. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a little bit. Anyway, so I got it all painted up and ready to go, and then I just quit. And I started looking for some cheap solutions for my metal because I went to Lowe's and they wanted $31 and I couldn't find it cheaper, and I just wasn't going to pay $31. So I've been looking, thought maybe I could use a bed frame or something like that. Anyway, after a lot of looking, Joe says, well, why don't we go to that resource store? So we went to the resource store and I found what I was looking for. It didn't take too long. I bumped around that place for a little while and I was bound to determine I was going to find something. Found it, and it was cheap too. So I brought that back. I'm going to clean that up today and attach it to the bumper rack. Then take the bumper rack out and I'm going to attach it to the camper. And then I'm going to go from there because it's an experiment. It's a project in the making. So anyway, I'd like you to help me along or help me out or come along and watch me. Something like that. So come on, let's go outside. It's not too cold today. It's a nice day. We're going to get a little work done. This is not a commercial for Naval Jelly. Loctite did not give me any money. They did not sponsor this story in any way. Although, if they had given me money, that would have been really good. But they did not. So if you feel really sad about that and you want to help out, click that like button right down below. So here it is. Here's the bumper rack. I've got it all cleaned up, ready to go. I'm going to go out to the camper and I'm going to set it up on the bumper. I've got some supports under the front just so I size it up and figure out what this design's going to be. Remember, it's an experiment. So this is my idea. So this is the bumper rack. I'm going to extend this piece of metal out here about that far. I've got 2 holes drilled in it. Obviously it's going to be pushed back a little bit, and then the U-bolts will come up from underneath, come through there, and I'll bolt those on. And I think I'm going to cut my metal and double it up so that this is a little bit stronger, and then I'll extend it out as far as I can with the metal that I have, and that should work. So I'm going to take it back in the shop, go ahead and start cutting this stuff up and drill some holes and attach it, and then I'll bring it back out here and put the U-bolts on it and see what we got. Okay, I got 2 60-inch pieces of metal here that I found at the resource store. I've got to cut them down so I can double up the ends. I'm going to cut them at 22 inches. So I have 2 22-inch pieces. I'll double it up, and then that should give me the support that I need out here. I'm going to poke 2 holes in this end and 2 holes in that end and the next piece of metal and attach everything together. And then we're going to take it back out and size it up on the camper. If it fits okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach it with our 2-inch U-bolts. There you go. Measure twice, cut once. Figured I'd break out the big dogs for this one. So I'm gonna cut it with the Sawzall. Okay, I cut my 2 pieces of metal at 22 inches. I have them over here, one on top of the other. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take it over to the vise. I'm gonna drill these 2 holes out. That's my mounting holes, and then I'm gonna drill 3 holes in here. Mount it to the bumper rack, and do the same thing on the other side. Then I'm gonna take it outside and hook it up to the bumper and see how it looks and how it works. See if everything's okay. It's an experiment. This is not a commercial for WD-40. WD-40 did not sponsor this story, nor did they give me any money. Although that would be really great if they gave me money, but they did not. Now, if you feel really bad about that and you'd like to help out, hit that subscribe button right over there. It says subscribe. Come on, let's go outside and size this thing up. There you go. Looks like it's gonna work out okay. I'm gonna put the U-bolt on this end and size it up and look at it. And then I'm gonna work on the bracket. So as you can see, it's a little flexible. I don't like it. So I'm gonna make a bracket that goes from the bumper out. I don't know, it's not 45 degrees, but it'll connect with the far end and give it some support. Hopefully that'll fix it up. I'm gonna put one on each end, and if it's still a little flimsy, I'll put one in the middle. But we'll see. I'm gonna start off with the 2, and I'm gonna go in the shop and measure some stuff and make a bracket, and then we'll bring it out and put it on. All right, nobody was hurt, nobody was injured. And yes, I had my safety glasses on. Let's go outside and size this thing up. So there you go. I'm gonna use the 4-inch U-bolts, clamp this piece of metal on. I'm gonna cut this one off down here at an angle, and then I'm gonna take it out and have it welded right there at the end. And that will give me my support that I need for all the way out here. This is not a commercial for Spam. Spam did not sponsor this story in any way, nor did they give me any money. That would have been nice, but they did not. So if you feel bad about that and you'd like to help out, hit that little share button right down there. Little arrow, word share, that'd help out a lot. Spam didn't have anything to do with this story, but I like Spam. So that'd help out, you know what I mean? Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off, clean it up a little bit, and spray paint those 2 pieces of metal or 4 pieces of metal that I put on. And then tomorrow I'm gonna run over and have the guy weld them up. And hopefully, so I can get my video out by Wednesday, I can go ahead and get those installed, take a video of it, share it with you guys, and you can see why it's taken me so long to get this bumper rack done. I'm gonna ride over to the welder and get these brackets welded up. You wanna go along? There you go, pretty good deal. The welder only charged me $10 to do both of them. So I got them welded up. I stopped by the store, picked up some paint. I'm gonna paint them, and then this afternoon, I'm gonna install that bumper rack. In the process of opening my brand new paint can, I dropped it, and this is what happened. It squirted paint everywhere. I think I broke the valve. Look at that. That's my brand new can of paint. $6. Because I fumbled it. I dropped it on the ground. All right, we got our brackets back. I'm gonna put them on. We've got the bumper rack on, the cargo rack on the back of the camper. And we're gonna hook it up. Hang on. My U-bolts in. I'm gonna tighten those up. Put my other U-bolt here, put my bracket on, drill a hole, and then this thing's gonna be ready. It's gonna be ready for stuff. So get my generator up off the ground, get it over here. I'm excited. That's it. That's the bumper rack, cargo rack. I don't know how much it cost me yet. I gotta figure it out. I'll leave a note right down here somewhere. Let you know how much it cost. This was free, but I had to have the brackets made up. It cost me 10 bucks, $5 in paint, maybe 10 bucks in paint. Before you know it, it's gonna cost as much as one of those expensive ones. But it's the whole point of the thing. I like it. Just hoping it'll keep that generator from hitting the ground. That wouldn't be good. All right, that's it. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 10. Because I did the work. All right, I gotta go. Bye. Well, that's our story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. New stories every Wednesday right here on this YouTube channel. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye.